Hey, my name is Shakiel Mahjouri, and I talked to a bunch of pro MMA fighters to get their thoughts on whether Robert Whittaker or Israel Adesanya will go home the UFC undisputed middleweight champion. Enjoy. Introducing Ragin' Al Iaquinta.
Oh, man, I don't know. I think I'm going to have to go with Whittaker on that one because I can't pick. And Whittaker's the Australian. And Adesanya is the New Zealand guy. And I'm fighting the New Zealand guy. So we're Team A. He's Australia. I'm America. With Team A, Team A's going to get it.
It's the California kid, Urijah Faber.
Jeez, man, I feel like Adesanya has so much momentum on his side. I really believe he's got, kind of an it factor, not just outside of the ring, but like his style is confusing and pretty dangerous. And honestly, I haven't, because of Whittaker's been out for so long and so much, I haven't had a chance to really become a massive fan and really break down his fights. So I think, Israel's just more on the top of my mind, and so I'm going to have to lean towards Israel on that one.
Top-ranked bantamweight contender Aljamain Sterling.
Adesanya Whittaker. I think Adesanya showed he's tough, man. He's durable. He could take it. Whittaker got touched up a little bit by Yoel Romero. And I know it's a completely different stylistic fight. One is more explosive and threatening with the takedowns. But you got Adesanya, got the range. He's going to have the height advantage. And I think he's definitely going to have the reach advantage. You factor those things in, and the heart that he showed against Kelvin Gastelum, being able to come out in that fifth round knowing that the chips were down and he needed that round and came out in a very big way. It's hard to count him out. But Whittaker hits like a fucking truck. He hits like a truck. Ever since he decided to go back up to 85 when he had that short run at 70. He's been putting guys down, and I think he's dropped about every single opponent he's fought. So, and Adesanya got dropped, man. He got dropped by a much shorter man. So I can see Whittaker's got the better stand-up, I think, over Kelvin. Not wrestling, but he's got the better stand-up. Overall, it's just regular stand-up. I think his hands and his kicking combinations are pretty slick. But Adesanya is a sniper, and he knows how to control the fight with his distance. I think we might see the continued surgence of the champ, of the new champ.
The legend himself, Ricardo Lamas.
That's a tough one to call. They're both real tough. Adesanya showed a lot of heart in his last fight. Whittaker has shown tremendous hearts in all of his fights, pretty much. But man, anybody who could beat Yoel Romero twice, I can't bet against. So I'm going to go with Whittaker on that one.
Rising welterweight contender Vicente Luque.
That's a fight. I love both fighters, man. Their style is awesome. I'm going to go with Whittaker. I think he has more experience. He has been in that cage for longer. And, his 2 fights with Romero, I just think gave him that other level of going through adversity. And even though it was such a tough fight, he could still pull off the win. So I think Whittaker's gonna win.
Featherweight bruiser Josh Emmett.
Man, that's another fight I'm excited about. They got some good stuff coming up. Israel Adesanya, super elusive, continues to get better and better each fight. But Robert Whittaker is the champion. That guy's beat some tough competition. He's been in wars that anyone else would have given up or quit, and the guy keeps moving forward to get his hand raised. It's a tough fight. Adesanya is so tall, and he comes from a kickboxing background, can use that reach, and he's real crafty and tricky. But I don't know, I'm kind of leaning towards Robert Whittaker just because he's a champion and some of the stuff he's accomplished, and he continues to get better and better. But it could go either way, but if I had to pick one, I would probably go with Robert Whittaker.
Introducing Felicia Spencer.
I'm gonna go with Whittaker on it. I don't know. That's really hard, but I'll pick Whittaker on that one.
He's still smiling. It's Sam Alvey.
So Israel and I, we bump into each other all the time, all the fight time. So I'm always in his corner. I think this is going to be the toughest fight of his career against Whittaker. But I think he's smooth enough. I think he's fast enough. And I think he's got enough skills to come out the undisputed champ.
Say hello to Khama Worthy.
So if I'm going to take a little bit of time on this one, I believe my fighting style is very similar to Israel Adesanya's, like the angling, the timing. And in fact, I watch him and like to steal a lot of shit from him. I see a lot of stuff that he does. I'm like, that's the shit that I do. So I'm really big on Israel Adesanya. I liked him before he got to UFC. Before he did MMA, I watched him as a kickboxer. I was watching. But it's going to be difficult for him to I think to deal with the pressure of Forrest Whitaker. Well, Forrest Whitaker is also a very good kickboxer, and Forrest Whitaker's his pedigree for MMA striking is really high. Israel Adesanya is a world-class striker. His MMA striking is freaking phenomenal. He's a world-class striker, though. But I think everything all together, it might be a little bit difficult. So I'm gonna have to go with Whittaker for that one. Even though I want Israel Adesanya to win. I'm an Israel Adesanya fan. I want him to win, but I think Whittaker's going to win by decision. Though I don't see him finish him. I see him winning by decision.
Introducing Scott Hot Sauce Holtzman.
Oh man, that's going to be awesome too. Whew. I'm going to go with Adesanya on that. I think his footwork and his angles and ability to move will carry him through that.
This is Damir Hadzovic.
Oh, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. I would say Israel Adesanya because he's been on a tear. But then you see Robert Whittaker's fights and what that man can take and endure. So I'll go with Robert Whittaker.
And last but not least, Kyle Stewart.
Style bender. For sure. And, well, because Robert Whittaker's not much of a wrestler either. That was the big threat that Gastelum had against Israel that Whittaker really doesn't have as much as Gastelum. So I think Adesanya becomes a striking battle. And you're in a striking battle against legitimately one of the best striker in mixed martial arts, probably mixed martial arts history, period, in my opinion.